Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader today. First of all, I want to point you guys over to Patreon. I've done a post over there. It's only for my VIP patrons. It's the second highest tier level over on Patreon. And the reason being is that I've been guided to release this information, this download, and this channeling at this specific time. It's information and downloads that I've been holding on to for quite some time. But this weekend I was flooded with this information and my guides let me know that it was time to release it, not to the general public yet. That's why I'm releasing it to just such a small number of people over on Patreon. So if you are interested, you will check out the VIP Patreon level. Patreon is a monthly service and subscription, but also you're supporting my channel by supporting Patreon. So there is information on there that I have not yet shared on the channel. So it's very valuable information and it has to do with your union. It has to do with how to get to your union, what are the obstacles, what is stopping you, what is blocking you, and how to work with those obstacles. And really, ultimately, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, or even if you've just watched a few of my videos, I am all about self-empowerment. That's part of my soul's mission. I also share about my journey. I share about my childhood and it's a very vulnerable post in many ways. So again, it's why I was just guided to share it with a specific number of people. So if you're interested and you feel ready to hear the truth, go ahead and head over to Patreon. Okay, so that being said, I do want to tap into the energies today. It is a Sunday and it's the day before the new moon in Virgo. This particular new moon is very auspicious because we have a trine going on. And if you give me 1 minute, I'm going to look at my notes. So there's a trine going on with this particular new moon. So the energy is very uplifting. It's very powerful. It's very positive. Let me take a look at my notes here. So we have a trine with the sun, the moon. So that means the sun is in Virgo, the moon is in Virgo, and Uranus is in Virgo. Uranus is the great instigator, the great instigator of change and the great awakener. So Uranus can be kind of a volatile energy, but it's also a very powerful energy to work with. So one of the reasons I love this energy and this new moon is we're playing with possibility, okay? So we're playing with possibility and we are expanding what we thought was possible for our lives. And there's just a lot of potential. You're also being reminded at this time of what makes you unique, what makes you special, what makes you different. And I talk about that a lot in the post over on Patreon about really accepting and honoring and loving those parts of you that are unique, that are revolutionary, that are different, the parts of us that we probably pulled back in childhood and maybe through a lot of our lives because we didn't want to be different or we didn't want to stick out. Well, now we're being guided to allow those parts of ourselves to really show. And by doing so, you're allowing others to step into their freedom and their personal power. And that's another one of my soul's guided missions, is to help people step into their personal power. So if you guys are interested in learning more, I'm going to be offering one-on-one coaching sessions. It's not going to be a coaching session about your twin flame. It's going to be a coaching session designed to get you into a state of your personal power, to find out what's blocking you, what's holding you back, and to help you blast through those energies. So I'm going to be offering a limited number of one-on-one coaching sessions here. I'm going to open them up, I think, at the end of the month. I'm not quite sure, so I will announce that. It will be first come, first serve. And as I said, it's going to be a limited number of people that I choose to work with because I am also running my 6-month coaching program at this time. So this is what I'm being called to do. I'm being called to offer a lot of new things to you guys, things that I've been thinking about working on or have been working on behind the scenes. It's now time for me to start offering these to you, and they're coming at me quite rapidly with this Virgo new moon. I'm also going to be offering some worksheets and workbooks that you will see. They will be available on the website. As soon as they're available, I'll let you know. Those are very exciting for me to be introducing to you guys. And if you're part of my 6-month coaching program now or in the future, you're going to be receiving those workbooks and worksheets for free. So it's included in the cost of the program. But for those of you who want to purchase it a la carte, that's going to be an option as well. And you'll also have the option to purchase some things as a bundle, and you'll be able to save that way. So I'm really, really excited, guys, to be at this place where I'm confident enough in my work and the value that I'm adding to other people's lives, right? My service, because Virgo is my North Node. I have a North Node in Virgo. This is my destiny, my soul's mission. So this is a very important new moon for anyone with a sun in Virgo, a moon in Virgo, but more particular, a rising in Virgo and a North Node in Virgo. Less so the moon, but it's still a valuable sign. It's still a valuable placement, but definitely the rising, the sun, and the North Node. This is going to really propel you into your destiny and into your power path. So it's really a creative time right now, guys. It's really amazing. And it's a great time also to hone in on self-care. As you guys know, I call it radical self-care. I do think even though Virgo has a practical and humbling energy, this can be somewhat emotional for some people, and then other people are actually going to feel really grounded. Virgo is an earth sign, and the earth signs are known to be extremely down to earth, obviously, practical, logical, sometimes analytical. So don't allow yourself to fall into that analysis paralysis with this Virgo new moon, especially those of you with those strong placements in Virgo. But this is really a chance to evolve, guys. This moon is giving us a chance to evolve in our lives and in the way in which we view ourselves and our role in this world. It's just so powerful. I can't speak highly enough about it. So I am going to pull out the Moonology deck here, which I had in my hand. We're going to be using the Cosmic Reading cards. We're going to be using the Muse Tarot, and we're going to be using the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And I'm going to begin the card portion of this reading by looking into the energies here from the Cosmic Reading cards. Something else that's happening with this new moon that I do want to share that's really auspicious and positive, and it's a very harmonious, balancing energy as well, is that Venus is in Libra right now. So Venus, the divine feminine energy sitting in Libra, and that is its home sign. So it's very comfortable in this position, very harmonious energy. She feels really good there. And it's forming a trine. So here's another trine happening with this new moon with Jupiter in Aquarius. So guys, Jupiter is our planet of expansion. Venus is the planet of adornment and love and beauty. This is beautiful energy, right? Jupiter in Aquarius. We've got this expansion of the mind, expansion of the soul, expansion of the heart, expansion of humanity, okay? And the way in which we're looking at what's happening right now. And Venus sitting in Libra. So the feminine right now, the divine feminine, is feeling very independent, but also reopening her heart to the connection right now. So I think these next 4 months of the year are going to be really, they have the potential to bring a lot of magic back into the connections. The feminine's kind of been sort of MIA, or the runner, if you will. I don't like using runner and chaser, but we're just, for the sake of the terms that we know, she's been the, I need to think of other terms. She's been focused on herself. And the masculine, at this point, you may have even ghosted your masculine, or I don't like that word either, but you may have even gone silent or quiet on him. And for the first time in the connection, and he's like, whoa, he's feeling your power. He's feeling the ferocity of the divine feminine. But you did it so that there would be more balance within the connection. So the feminine didn't do it out of, hopefully anyway, because that's a 3D game. If you did go quiet on your masculine, you did it out of ego, it's not going to bode well, because this is your own soul that you're dealing with. So it's not a 3D connection. It doesn't work that way. It just simply won't work. But if you're doing it because if you're doing it to teach them a lesson, it's also not going to work. It's going to backfire. But if you did it out of the goodness of your heart, and because you needed some peace and quiet and some space, you needed to rebalance your energies, or you needed to rebalance the energies in the connection, then it should fare really well for you, and things are going to start coming back online in your connection and for you, Divine Feminine. There's also an opportunity with this new moon for real long-lasting, profound transformation and transmutation. So we actually have another trine right around this new moon, and it's Mars in Virgo. So Venus is sitting in Libra, Mars is sitting in Virgo. So the masculines are contemplating, okay, they're thinking right now. The feminines, on the other hand, are just really enjoying life. Okay, feminines are like relaxing. September is a beautiful energy. And then we go into Libra, and then we go into Scorpio. So we've got this beautiful transformative energy. Libra is going to be balancing, harmonizing energy as well. And then we go into Scorpio, which of course is the death and rebirth energy, and the Phoenix rising. So it's going to be a rebirth of the connections in a major way, a rebirth of yourself, of your identity, because we're really dealing with identity right now. So Mars and Virgo is forming a trine, and a trine is the most auspicious, harmonious angle that two planets could have with each other, and it's forming a trine with Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, so Pluto is this agent of it's the subconscious mind. Okay, Pluto deals with the things that we think that we don't say, the things that we don't know, the things that we're not aware of. It deals with the underworld. It's like the underbelly of society, or the underworld of your personality. So, it's like there's a metamorphosis happening, and we're on our personal journeys, guys, at this time. So I'm going to pull some cards now. I really, really wanted to go into those energies for this new moon, because it's really the most, it's being called the luckiest one of the year. So it's amazing. We deserve this. We've worked really hard this year, and we need a break. So the two overall energies here from the cards are intuition and believe. Okay. So intuition, it's the ability to believe things that you can't yet see. Okay, and we know this on this journey, because this is something we deal with all the time. So can you believe what you can't yet see with your own two eyes? Can you believe and have faith? This new moon is going to usher in like a boatload of faith into these connections, and you might already be feeling it. And so I want to remind you, feminine, that you lead. You are the leader. Okay, I talk a lot more about that in the post over on Patreon today. I go into depth. It's a long post. I think it's like, 12, 15 paragraphs. It's a long post. I spent a couple hours on it this morning, because it was a channeled message I was putting together for months and months, if not maybe a year, that I've been sitting on this information, this knowledge, and really finally feeling ready to share it. You don't give yourself enough credit, feminine, for the power that you hold as this instigator of change to shift you could literally shift this connection in an instant. I've seen it happen within my own connection. You think something and you believe it, it is going to appear before your very eyes. I talk about my experience with that in the Patreon post. It's profound. This is a profound connection, a profound experience. And I think it's easy to a lot of the feminine energy has kind of been brushing off the connection this year. You've also been growing a ton, feminine. So in some ways you needed to brush the connection off. You needed to go your own way. And I'm just hearing that. You can go your own way, that song. But now it's time to come back together, because there's work to be done on this physical plane, in the physical. Okay, I'm seeing physical reconnections here, reunion energy. We know that we're in this pre-union stage here, and we're leading up to that in February, which is one reason I launched my group now. Guys, I'm going to be launching a second group coaching program in April of 2022. So just wanted to let you know I've decided on the dates for that. It will be posted on my website soon, so you can start saving for that. You can start planning for that. I think I'm going to break it down into 3 parts, so you'll have the option to do the whole thing and receive a savings for that if you purchase in full, or I'm thinking about this, or you'll have the opportunity to purchase in 3 different parts. Okay, so it'll be 2 months at a time. But there's going to be different segments. There's going to be different things that we're learning in each segment. So I would, of course, recommend the whole program. And it's the opportunity to have a tight-knit community where you can share with one another and form, honestly, lasting bonds with other people that are experiencing everything you're experiencing. You also have access to me. You have access to the social group. You have access to our coaching calls. There's 3 a month, and there's bonus calls. You have access to new moon and full moon readings specifically and privately for the group. You have access to all the worksheets and workbooks for the program. So there's a lot of content. There's a lot being shared. The call that we had last week was tremendously insightful, and there's so many incredible people on this journey that we all have something to offer. So this is a soul calling. This is something, again, I've been thinking about doing for a while, and I felt compelled to do it. You guys know I was heading on vacation. It was not the right time in so many ways, but it was the right time in so many other ways. So the program is launched. We're in full swing. And I will be giving myself a mini break between programs, and I will be restarting in April. Okay, so just to let you guys know. But coming back to the reading here, you know, the masculine has been holding the faith. You know, the feminine's kind of handed over the baton, right? She's like, okay, she's passed the baton on to the masculine and said, I need you to now hold the faith because I've got work to do in my physical world. So both counterparts have been working in their physical world, but the masculine, the majority of this year, has been undergoing significant spiritual changes and transformations, while the feminine has been undergoing a lot of changes in her physical reality and physical world and the physical dimension. So the masculine in many ways has been kind of seeding the light for the feminine. So let's see the feminine's energy here. Strength and new chapter. This new moon is a new beginning. It's a fresh start for the divine feminine. It's a fresh start and an opportunity, feminine, to look at this connection from a fresh pair of eyes. It's like you've had a break, you guys. Maybe you had a reconnection, you know, back in July when Mars and Venus convene in Leo, and now you're having some sort of a break as we prepare for that next physical union, next physical reunion energy. And when both Mars and Venus are sitting in Virgo, there's going to be another opportunity. I think it'll be more of like a mini reunion, a physical meetup, okay? And then we're making strides towards that big portal that's opening in February of 2022. So that's when we're really going to see the opening happen. And the opportunity for a long-lasting connection to be made in the physical plane. So you're really you're drawing on your inner strength at this time, feminine, to be able to move forward in the physical world and the physical reality with this connection. And you know, it's like the slate is clean. The slate has been wiped clean, and now it's an opportunity for you to go into this with just, again, a fresh pair of eyes and not looking at this from the perspective of the past or wrongdoings. It's really a chance to forgive. So this full moon has it's presenting a strong opportunity for the feminine and the masculine to bring in massive amounts of forgiveness. I'm talking about completely wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. Okay, it's going to be a rekindling of the romance of the connection, especially if you feel like that's been lost. So let's get the divine masculine energy here. Just be mindful, feminine, that you're not appearing too strong, like in that Queen of Swords energy, where your masculine feels intimidated to come through or to come in. Mirrored souls. So very much aware, these masculines that I'm channeling now are very much aware of this connection. They're very much aware of who you are, and they understand what mirroring is now. They understand why things have happened. There's a greater and deeper understanding of these masculines as to why things have happened the way they have in your connection. They're kind of having these aha moments of, oh, that's why we had to separate, and that's why I felt that way, and that's why she did that, and that's why I reacted this way. They're healing their wounds, they're healing their traumas, and as they do, they're just having epiphany after epiphany as to why things have transpired the way that they have throughout the years or months of your connection. they also have compassion in their hearts. So I've been feeling this for quite a while now, that the masculine's hearts are really open and they're not closing, because I'm pulling these cards consistently, guys. So the masculine's hearts are opening, they're open. They're not even fighting it anymore. They're not fighting the feelings, the connection, the vulnerability. They're really doing the work. I mean, this is to get mirrored souls and compassion together for the masculines tells me that they're doing the work behind the scenes to open up their hearts so that they don't run again, because the masculines don't want to run. They don't want to be the runner. They don't want to be the person that disappoints you, that abandons you. They don't want to make you feel rejected. It hurts them when they hurt you. Okay, they feel everything that you feel. They feel your pain, and it brings them pain, and it makes them feel ashamed. So they're no longer wanting to act in the ways in which they acted in the past. They just have a lot of compassion for the journey and for you and for themselves, first and foremost. Okay, continuing with the masculine energy, hold your vision. Wow. Expect powerful change. There's some powerful insights and revelations, like I've been saying, and like it's been coming through in the cards, coming in for the masculine energy. You are good enough. Yeah, they're working on self-worth still at this time. So that's why the compassion card came out as well. They need to have compassion for themselves. Guys, the best way you can assist them in this is to have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for yourself, lead the way, show them the way. So the masculines have this opportunity coming in here. They're holding steady to this belief that they are good enough, okay? Trusting their intuition. Remember, we got intuition and belief. So they're trusting that they're good enough. They're not questioning that anymore, but they are expecting powerful changes to happen with this new moon. I feel like we can all tap into that and feel that. That's like, this is about evolving, that whatever is coming now is so much more powerful than whatever's happened in the past. It's like, we can let the past go because life is an evolution. Okay. We are evolving. And I was talking about that with this new moon energy. They know now that they can achieve their goals and their dreams and the desired outcome that they have for this connection. Whereas before, they didn't believe that it was possible, or that they could actually hold on to something so incredible. They didn't believe that they had the power or the wisdom or the strength to hold on to somebody like you. But now they're holding on to the vision of union, especially with the mirrored souls card here. Having compassion for themselves and for the journey, really trusting. Guys, they're really working hard with their solar plexus. So you might even, feminine, be experiencing cramps right now, cramps in the abdomen, bloating, those kinds of things out of nowhere. That's your masculine working on self-worth with this new moon as we get closer to the new moon. And depending on where you are in the world, it could already be the 6th of September. So here it's the afternoon of the 5th. So, all right. So feminine. You're very close to achieving your goal. So it's like the masculines are holding the line, and the feminines, you guys are in similar energy in the sense that you're being told, feminine, you're so close, don't give up now. You're so close to achieving your goal. But we know what happens when we're close to achieving our goal is the universe tests us and says, how badly do you want this? Guys, I'm going to warn you that when you feel close to your goal, that's when things may get a little shaky. That's when your masculine comes in, or you're offered the job and then you don't trust it, or you go back into the lack mentality or the fear or the doubt. And then you watch, what you were holding on to just kind of slip away. So just be mindful of your thoughts at this time, but trust that you're on the right track, okay? That you're heading in the right direction. Keep moving forward. Stay focused, feminine. Don't let anything derail you. Just don't. Like they're showing me a train on the track. Don't let anything derail you. Don't let pretty shiny things, just don't let them sway you from what it is that you want, from your goal. Your goals, plural. bring more love into the situation. So how can you love yourself more? How can you forgive yourself deeper? How can you, look, your masculine is like, please, you know, I'm having compassion for myself. Please have compassion for me. Please have compassion for yourself. Masculine's working really hard on this, and he's kind of urging the feminine to please, you know, bring more love into this situation. Like, you know, show me that you love me. Show me that, show yourself that you love yourself. This is about worthiness. This is definitely about feeling good enough. This is another card of moving forwards, you know, because Aquarius is about progress. Usually it's related to social justice or social platforms, but it's moving forward, right? We're moving forward. We can't go backwards now. There's no going back. You can't look back in the rearview mirror anymore. It's fogged over. You have to look forward. You have to look at the mirror or the road in front of you. So this could happen really quickly, feminine. The change could happen really quickly because this is Aquarian energy. And it could happen in a very unconventional way. I'm hearing also, you know, you're going to have to just be loving because the change could come through because you're so close to achieving the goal. Change could happen really quickly. Just make sure that you're being as loving as possible towards yourself and towards others. So for the union energy, you guys are asked to maybe journal on or reflect on what is it that you need to release at this time. What is it that you need to release, feminine? What is it that's going to bring you that relief that you're seeking or the answers that you're seeking? The harmony, the peace, the joy, letting go of the fear, letting go of resentment, forgiveness. I mean, all these things are so, so important right now. Like, I can't stress enough the power of forgiveness right now at this exact juncture in time. Current energies for the masculines, please. We're going to go into the tarot now. So current energies of the masculine. That literally just fell out. King of Cups. So they might, you know, even though they have the compassion card, King of Cups can either mean someone who's overflowing with emotions and energy, but can also be a gentleman, okay, or a man, a masculine energy, who is kind of hush-hush and who is kind of reeling back his emotions, holding back. So that's something the masculine will need to work on, is releasing the need to control the situation and control how he feels about the feminine, because that's just simply not going to work in this situation anymore. The feminine is at a place where she just wants transparency. She wants to know, this is how you feel, great. I want the truth. She's asking for compassion. She's asking for the masculine to really feel his feelings and to honor those feelings. This is what's going to bring bliss into these connections, guys, is honoring, being in touch with your desires, your emotions. And it's like the cleansing of the shadow energy. So the masculine is going to be coming out of that dark night of the soul. So yeah, I just feel with this new moon, it's just the opportunity to come out of that. Okay. Yeah, so both masculine and feminine getting the strength card. So it's an opportunity, and this has also been coming up for the masculines a lot as a theme every time I do readings. So masculines, that's the opportunity for you to really kind of, it's like the rinse cycle in the washing machine, rinsing clean the past. There's a lot of like cleansing and clearing energy of the past here, moving forward, powerful change, hold your vision, achieving your goal, bring love into the situation, forward movement, progression. There's a progression of events happening here. Just hold the line, masculines. That's what we need you to do. Trust that you're good enough and call upon that inner strength, the reserves of inner strength that you have, masculines, because what's happening right now with this new moon is so incredibly transformative if you play along with it, if you do your work. Not like you can sit there with a silver spoon in your mouth and expect something to transform itself. That's not life. It's not how it works. Put in the effort and the universe will match your efforts. If not, duplicate them. If not, reward you for them. If not, multiply them times a million. Trust as you do your work, So the masculines are coming out of this dark night of the soul, those who were in them, which a lot of them were, like 75% of them, and you're going to be regaining your strength and your courage at this time to be that King of Cups, to be that man who can be balanced in his emotions and come forward and express how he truly feels without feeling like he has to hold back or he's going to be judged or being worried about if the feminine's going to run. Coming out of the energy of the Four of Cups of just feeling discontented with your life and bored and feeling like you're on the wrong path. To me, the Four of Cups is like you're on the wrong path, guys. You're out of alignment with your soul. So masculines, look at all this. This is 2 cards here in the emotions. A lot of water energy is coming up for the masculines lately. So we have the signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer coming into this reading for the masculine energy. But the strength card is fire energy. So we also have Leo, Aries, Sag. I tend to get a lot of fire and water for the divine masculine and the feminine. I tend to get those 2 signs the most, I feel, in my readings. So I think, fire tends to represent the masculine, water tends to represent the feminine. But in this case, the role reversal, the fire representing the masculine. And I feel like the feminine is in that fiery energy. Yeah, there's definitely been Tower moments for these masculines, guys. 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands. I'm sorry, 6 of Pentacles, beautiful energies. And the Tower. I knew that was going to come out. What's interesting is, interesting depiction of the Tower. Look at all that knowledge, intuition, and insights, like intuitive hits that this person's having. Yeah, so things might be crumbling down around you. It feels like it should be this way, doesn't it? It's so weird. It feels like it should be, it's like, anyway, so things are crumbling down around you, but it's bringing with it lightning bolts, like moments of clarity, moments of intensity, moments of like, I know exactly what I need to do for these masculines. So they're coming out of this boredom energy. 9 of Wands is, keep going. It's defending your beliefs, defending your choices in life. This is so mega huge for the masculines to be doing this right now. 6 of Pentacles is, acknowledgement for your efforts, acknowledgement for what it is that you've put into a situation. It's receiving, it's recognition, it's accolades, public recognition. But I also feel like the 6 of Pentacles is, because I kind of interpret that a little differently. I also feel like it is giving and receiving, and so like what you've given out, you're getting back. So reciprocity, the law of reciprocity coming in for the masculines. It's like the 9 of Wands here is saying, because there's desert energy there, dry, arid desert energy. It's telling me, it's talking to me, and it's telling me that these masculines, they don't need to drink from anyone else's well anymore. They're learning that they can drink from their own well, and that's enough, and they have plenty. It's like that energy of scarcity is starting to leave their system. That Tower moment's going to bring so many aha moments, guys. So many moments of electrified energy. It's like literally bolts of energy. So some of you feminines will be feeling that in your solar plexus, as I've stated. Some will be feeling that in your heart at this time. Others might be having crown activations, but a smaller group. I feel it more in the heart and the solar plexus. Maybe sacral cramps. But the masculines want to come in and they want to be, they want to give equally. They want to give. They're tired of taking from the feminines. Like they didn't mean to, they just needed your light and they didn't know how to do it on their own. But now that you've sort of set them free, they're learning, guys. They're being forced to do it on their own. And also, the masculines are recognizing where they've relied on the feminine too much, like where they've relied on your gifts and your light, and they're like, I have to do this on my own. Like they need to have the pride in knowing that they've conquered this mountain that they're climbing currently on their own. And it's one reason the feminine intuitively, you know, you had that intuitive hit feminine to step back and let them do this. Feminine's high priestess. Yes, intuition again. Okay. Just your ancient knowing of what to do in this situation. Like you're a healer. You're a healer. Some of you heal with your hands. You might be masseuses. You could be a Reiki healer, an energy healer. But in some ways, you might be an artist. You're creating with your hands. You're changing lives and the world with the palm of your hands. Some of you might be palm readers. Some of you are astrologers. And so you have this ability to receive downloads, and it's just, you have this energy that's coursing through your body at this time in particular. And you know, it's interesting because this is the shape of an almost crescent or new moon. It's a little bit larger than the new moon, but it does remind me of just the intuition that's connected to the moon cycles, you know, for the feminine energy. And then we have the Three of Cups here. So both counterparts in this watery energy. Celebrate, have fun, feminine. It's time to celebrate. Many of you have birthdays at this time. Our very own Bethany, a dear divine feminine friend of mine who also watches the channel, she has a birthday this week. She's out in Arizona celebrating with her mom. So please just send her love. She's a dear soul. She's been on this journey for a long time, and we send her love and light and divine union energy. I hope you have an incredible time, Bethany, and yeah, just send her love. And for anyone else that has a birthday this week or September, October, as we head through these months, sending you guys lots of love. Or if you just had a birthday, just birthday love. And really, guys, just really, really, really practice self-love and self-care and self-acceptance at this time. It's going to take you really far. Just honor, celebrate, have fun. You know, this is about soul family, soul tribe as well. So you're going to be meeting a lot of those people at this time. All right. What is coming in with this moon energy? Oh my God. I didn't even see that, guys. I don't know when this fell out, but the Lovers fell out at some point. It's my first time really exploring this card here. Wow, look at all that beautiful lotus energy. That beautiful tri-colored lotus there, blue, yellow, and pink. We have the energy of the solar plexus. We have the energy, pink is just the energy of love. It can be the heart chakra. It can also be green for the heart chakra. And then blue is the throat chakra, the third eye. So just this beautiful energy here of opening up the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, and the lovers meeting. But the reminder of, you know, I think it's the Rumi quote that lovers don't meet here, they're in each other all along. So it's not like it's a reunion, guys. It's a reunion. It's not, there is no separation. We're always reuniting with our counterpart. They've been ours since the beginning of time, for eons. So this is about bringing that, you know, the lovers into a state of oneness. When you believe that you are one with your counterpart, you will see that in your external world. This is, you know, the twin soul, the soulmate card. I mean, this is the ultimate love card. It's a sacred energy here between these two lovers. And just imagine that love was the only thing that was real, okay? Something to meditate on for this new moon. What could you bring into your life if love was the only thing that was real? If nothing else was real. If you could see everyone through the eyes of love. Okay, so what is the ultimate gift that's being brought in? You guys are going to work together, Three of Pentacles. The ultimate gift with this new moon for the counterparts, you guys are going to be working together in the physical reality. So coming together into mission. there another gift that's coming in for the counterparts? Page of Cups and the Hermit. So yeah, the ability to find the love, to seek the love within, and to seek all the barriers that you have within yourself to love and to discover those, okay, to take the time out to really honor yourself, get to know yourself, instead of being at war or at odds with yourself, be at ease with yourself. And then the Page of Cups, you know, coming in to just offer up this rekindling of the romance, the love. I mean, so much water energy here, guys, so much love energy here. Page of Cups is it's like an opportunity to start fresh and to start over. It's a joyful card. It's a beautiful, joyful energy. It's playfulness, a lot like the Three of Cups here. Opportunities to rejoice, opportunities to, you know, you've hit the pause button. Now you get to hit the refresh button in these connections, and you get to bring in just a more, you get to replenish the connection. It's like watering the connection is what they're showing me, watering the seeds of the connection so that the plants can be reborn again, you know, in the springtime, that the plants can come to their full form, full bloom, full fruition, and that there can be a harvest for these counterparts. So guys, I really hope that this was helpful and clarifying. This was a very fun reading for me to do. I was tired earlier, and as soon as I started doing the reading, I got so much energy. So lots to say. There's even more that I could say, but again, guys, go over and check out Patreon. If you're looking for that specific post, it's for VIP patrons only, so you'll need to sign up for that level. I have other posts at other levels, and I do think I'm going to post for my all access patrons and above, I do think I'm going to post a September energy reading at some point in the next few days. So I send you guys lots of love. Take great care. I'll see you soon, and thank you for being here.